Hello guys, today I will be talking about the message that Emzy MP3, the owner of Twisted Toes, The End of Us and You, recently released about Blu101, plus some other notes I have about the message. I will be reading it now. Hey everyone, if this gets forwarded anywhere for future reference, this is Emzy MP3/Zinnia. I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible. Blu101 was a good friend of mine who I trusted with a lot of information about me, and he trusted me with this information too. We spoke about things with our lives occasionally, such as future aspirations. We had a conversation related to kinks one time, where I shared some of mine and he shared some of his. I understand most of the people in this community are minors, and beyond that, I'm a paranoid person regarding these things in the first place, as is normal. So Blu101 was one of the few people who I had a conversation with like this, because I trusted them. Due to how many minors will also probably see this message, I'm not going to go into detail on what said kinks were. However, I do want to specify that all of them were consensual, and any related to physical harm were purely fantastical, meaning only in writing. I would never actually want to see these things. I only enjoy the concept of them. There is also a The End of Us and You kink list, which was made that was purely for fun and world building with the characters and was always meant to stay private until I at least designed a not safe for work account. These kinks were never impacted the actual story of The End of Us and You. Blu101 betrayed my trust by telling so many people about this, many of these people being 14 years old, aka they shouldn't really be spoken to about this in the first place. So not only is Blue encouraging the kink shaming and unneeded expose of me, he's also breaking very clear boundaries set within a friendship which are obviously unprofessional. I know this is a distressing topic. I feel disgusted even having to type this message, especially since I kept this information mostly between me and people I truly trust in my life. However, since Blue is willingly wanting to put this information out there, and of spite for me and mainly Kuro demoting him from his co-director role in The End of Us and You for reasons that I told him as clearly and respectfully as I could have, I'm left without choice. Please make of this what you will. DM me if you want to know anything else, but I'm obviously not going to discuss anything related to the kinks to anyone under the age of 17, since I am 17 myself. Thank you for reading. One thing I noticed instantly is that Blue was talking with these kinks to people as young as 14 years old. I found this odd because Blue has a note in his Discord bio saying that if you're under 16, do not interact or something along those lines. If you know me, I've had my fair share of drama with Blue, whether that being him supporting AI blackface or something I've yet to say here. Him supporting Nazi. Blubby, also known as Bluemations 12, is a Nazi, and Blue works for Blubby's mods. Some of his friends have also raided my servers and said stuff like this. I find it really odd how he's friends with people who are calling people rapists, as he's tried to expose people for doing the same thing Brian, the one in the screenshot, is doing. He's also not even acknowledged this situation at all, and has simply stated that he's left Max Design Pro and given his mods away. One of the people that he's given one of his mods to, crossing fingers definitive, to is Onion Buns, who is known for dating Doolily, an individual who supports incest, necrophilia, and jokes about rape. And to my knowledge, Onion dated somebody who is 11 years old. I'm not the biggest fan of Emzy, but I do feel like this situation should be talked and known about. Blu101 has also tried to, quote-unquote, expose me for blocking him on Twitter and TikTok. I'll show this to you right here. Also, as I said, he's tried to expose me for calling me the individual YSN lover who owns the Athos redacted expression. But recently, when I went to check the YSN lover account to see if anything was said, I found this. If you don't know who Static is an individual who has an account called Map Design Pro or something like that, Map Pride. If you don't know, MAP means minor attracted person. Okay, bye.